Yemeni people have experienced the impact of the war since 2015 till now. And this war has its impact on people and the public services, especially water and sanitation services. Operation and maintenance services were suspended in the local corporation for water and sanitation. The water supplies and the infrastructure of sanitation system are damaged. This led to the spread of disease and epidemics. Cholera in Yemen is described as the highest outbreak rate in the world. This required an urgent response to save 40 million of population. UNICEF has intervened by the implementation of several projects to control the cholera spreading and decrease the mortality rate. This intervention took different forms: rehabilitation of water and sanitation system, enhancing the use of alternative energy sources to reduce the overuse of oil and sustain providing services, and capacity building, provision of the operation and maintenance equipment and the spare parts. "31 projects in Sana'a and 13 governorates were financed by the World Bank during the year of 2018 and 2019 as part of the emergency project of healthcare and nutrition in Yemen. These projects are implemented in partnership with the Ministry of Water and Environment through the Urban Water Supply and Sanitation Project. In Sana'a City, around 200,000 individuals were provided with clean and safe water. Around 6,000 cubic meters are pumped daily to Sana'a City. Wells were equipped with the pumping units and solar pumping systems. This helped reducing the risk of cholera. It also contributes to save costs in about $1 million a year of oil cost, like cooperation and water and sanitation building and the Central Water Laboratory. They were supplied with solar system with total capacity of 105 kilowatt per hour. The system helped in increasing the work hours and enhancing the local corporation's capacity of operation and collection of revenues, as well as providing services with no stop. Repairing of sewage system and providing local corporation with heavy equipment. This includes wheel hydraulic excavator, backhoe loaders, and bobcat loaders. Such equipment and vehicles increase the quick response rate to repair damages in the sewage systems. This also reduced risks and prevented the spread of epidemics. In Aden Governorate, the local corporation were supplied with the polyethylene pipes with a length of 112,000 meters and 8,500 lm of UPVC pipes with their accessories. as well as 3,000 sanitation manhole covers. In addition, 76 sewage pumps and control panels were supplied. Two mobile sewage section equipments are also provided to aid in local cooperation, as well as the local cooperation were supplied also with the computers, printers, and office equipments to support local cooperation branches and offices. In Al-Hudaydah, the ponds and wall of treatment plants were rehabilitated. The water pipeline network of about 27,300 meters was rehabilitated within the vulnerable and affected areas. 6 water pumps were rehabilitated and 4 bulk water meters were replaced in Az-Zubaira. 14 foil tanks were provided with a total capacity of 880 cubic meters, as well as 2,500 sewage manhole covers were provided. In Al-Mukalla, projects were mainly for rehabilitating the water network in 4 different areas and replacing the main water pipes, supplying 3 generators with the total capacity of 376 kilowatt, supplying spare parts for pumps and motors. In terms of the sanitation sector, the local corporation was supplied with plastic UPVC pipes with a length of 7,800 meters, in addition to 800 sewage manhole covers. Suction pumps and ventilation fans for wastewater treatment plants were also supplied. Spare parts for generator as well. The Mar Governorate implementation of distribution in the Haran reservoir to the water network to enhance water supply. 2 main distribution lines were rehabilitated with a length of 4,614 meters, with a diameter between 250 millimeters. Implementation of pumping lines from the southern and western wells to Haran and Al-Karan reservoirs using polyethylene pipes. 10,360 meter length with a diameter between 110 and 315 millimeters. To improve the outcome of the wastewater treatment plant, the following was implemented. Rehabilitation of 4 ponds and wastewater treatment plant, cleaning it to get rid of the solid and sediments, and constructing new pond to dry sludges, as well as rehabilitating the wall of the treatment plant. Al-Mahwid. Submersible motors or pumping units were supplied to 3 areas in Al-Mahwid city, with total production of 80 liters per second to enhance the local corporation capacity to meet the water supply needs for the population. Diameter and UPVC pipes are also provided with a length of 1,030 meters and diameter between 100 to 200 millimeters. This is along with water pipes accessories and sewage manhole covers for the sanitation network. A sewage section truck is supplied to clean up the sanitation leakage inside the city and to prevent the spread of epidemics. In Amran, 5 submersible pumping units have been installed in Amran city. Two of them were provided with solar pumping system to produce 36 liters per second. In Reda, polyethylene pipes with the length of 15,000 meters were installed. Two submersible pumping units were also provided to produce 19 liters per second. In Hajjah, the water network was maintained in the city ring road, including galvanized pipes with a length of 12,700 meters, and the maintenance equipments were supplied to the local corporation. In Hajjah City and Khaishmabian district, submersible pumping units were installed and equipped with a diesel-powered generator. In Abs, water network with about length of 26,000 meters were rehabilitated and replaced. Maintenance was conducted for the building a new water tank with capacity of 3,600 cubic meters was constructed in place of the destroyed one. In Alger, the main well was rehabilitated and powered by a solar pumping system. In Lahj, local corporation was supplied with 20 pumps that produce around 174 liters per second. In Ib and Al-Qaeda, 13,348 meters were replaced in new galvanized pipes, were installed and equipped with generator of 600 kilowatt. The project contributed to control the water distribution system in several areas that lack water services. Entires has a generator with total capacity of 520 kilowatt were supplied, along with their spare parts, in addition to a 12-ton mobile crane that is supplied for lifting loads for maintenance purposes, and 5 generators and submersible pumps, providing the local corporation with a sewage section truck to reduce city pollution, and supplied of 720 manhole covers. In Abian, 40 submersible pumps with total capacity of 732 liters per second were supplied. Power transformer and 30 control panel with a capacity of 50 kilowatt were also supplied. In Sada, submersible pump solar system with a capacity of 68 kilowatt and productivity of 9 liters per second. In Al-Bayda, 4 wells were rehabilitated in Rada city, and they were equipped with new submersible pumps that produce 95 cubic meters per hour. In terms of water tanks in main cities, 37 water tanks were rehabilitated and maintained in 7 governorates, with total capacity of 108,000 cubic meters. These tanks have secured clean and safe water for the population and highly minimized the spread of epidemics. "102 wells were provided with chlorination water reducing system in 6 governorates. These achievements came true after the maintenance of the water network system in various governorates and provision of pumps as well as alternative energy sources. to reduce the risk of pollution, prevent the spread of epidemics, and maintain the environmental balances through the maintenance of sewage networks and treatment plants, and providing them with necessary equipment to operate with high efficiency. In addition, supporting the institutional work in water sector through providing the necessary equipment and tools to improve the local cooperation efficiency, to respond rapidly and reduce workload as well as the costs spent on power and maintenance. This also improves revenue and sustainable services provided by the local corporation to the community.